USDC minted by Circle has officially stopped the support on this particular network, with over $300 million worth of existing stablecoins already live. Now they're aiming to assist Circle's minting partners to offboard. However, retail is left on their own. So I want to highlight as a part of today's video why this could be a huge risk and why this could have a huge impact on the integration of USDC natively on Cardano. What's up, Ada Nation? Welcome to Dapp Central, your home for everything blockchain and crypto. I'm your host here for Reed. Today, I've got an interesting topic that I want to review with you guys here surrounding USDC printed by Circle. So within the Cardano community, there's been a lot of chatter around the support for USDC and the fact that we need liquidity and a native integration here on Cardano. I had a pretty big panel about a month or so back to discuss the pros and cons of adopting USDC on Cardano, and the community then tends to be leaning towards the majority, thinking that the integration of Circle and USDC would actually be a net positive. Now, with that comes some risks because, again, Circle is a centralized traditional finance entity, which has the ability to decide where they don't want to deploy native versions of their asset. Now, we already have USDC on Cardano through the Wan Bridge or the Wan Chain Bridge. And I've had Temujin Louis here, their VP of Marketing, to highlight some of the pros and cons of a wrapped version of USDC versus a native integration done by Circle. So if I jump over into this article, we have the official discontinuation of USDC on the Tron blockchain. This was just released no more than about 10 hours ago, stating Circle is discontinuing support for USDC on the Tron blockchain in a phased transition. Effective immediately, we will no longer mint USDC on Tron. Circle will support Circle Mint customers' safe transfers of USDC to another blockchain through February of 2025. So they have about a year from the time that I'm shooting this video to make their transfers or to transfer their USDC on Tron to either another native network or to an actual dollar. Now, because Circle only serves businesses and institutional customers, retail users and other non-Circle customers can move their USDC on Tron to an exchange or distributor where it can be transferred to another blockchain where USDC is supported. Now, Circle and USDC has what they call CCTP, which is a native bridging protocol that allows for USDC on one network to be moved to another network where it is supported natively. So what it appears like here is Circle is basically saying for anybody who is a big partner of ours, we'll help you to move your USDC to another network or to cash it out. But if you're a retail investor or not a Circle specific mint customer, you're basically on your own. Scrolling down, it basically hides the fact that USDC has always and will remain to be backed one by one for the US dollar. And in terms of the reason why, they really don't give a lot of specifics. As a part of our risk management framework, Circle continuously assesses the suitability of all blockchains where USDC is supported. Our decision to discontinue support for USDC on Tron is a result of an enterprise-wide approach that involved the business organization, compliance, and other functions across our company. This action aligns with our efforts to ensure that USDC remains trusted, transparent, and safe. If I jump over to another article released by Cointelegraph, there is speculation around the fact that Circle was alleged to have been dealing with Justin Sun, the founder of Tron, and he's basically had some shady instances in his past, which association with Tron would basically sort of smear the Circle reputation. So in November of 2023, Circle shot down claims that it provides service to Tron founder Justin Sun, saying it hadn't done so since February of 2023, after an ethics group wrote to the US senators, claiming that the firm was compromised by its integration. Now, the Campaign for Accountability group also said that Tron had been named in multiple international law enforcement actions involving billions of dollars in transactions by alleged organized crime groups and sanctioned entities. We saw not too long ago CZ and Binance being fined $4 billion for skipping over KYC and AML specific rules or standards, which basically allowed for organized crime to sign up and transfer funds through Binance. Now, in closing here, it states that the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission, the SEC, sued Justin Sun and the Tron Foundation in March of 2023, alleging that they offered unregistered securities and conducted manipulative trading, which Sun denies. To be fully fair here, it wasn't just the Tron network that was alleged to be offering unregistered securities. We also had Binance, we also had Coinbase, and more recently, we also had Kraken being targeted by the SEC. Now, what does this actually mean, not just for Tron, but for Cardano as well, given the fact that we have had conversations to try to bring something like Circle to the ecosystem? Well, for me, this is unfortunate, number one. But number two, it tells me that Circle has the power to bring in their liquidity where they want and to remove it as swiftly and as quickly as they want with little to no official explanation. Again, on the official article, they didn't actually provide a specific reason why, only stating that they want to do what's best in the interest of Circle and in keeping their particular reputation. So before I close out with just a couple of comments surrounding Cardano, if I jump back over into DeFi Llama, we have the total value locked for Tron sitting at $8 billion. And we have the stablecoin market cap sitting at a whopping $51 billion. To be fully fair, the majority of their stablecoin market cap is backed by USDT printed by Tether, which is 3 times the size of USDC, which boasts around $28 billion in terms of liquidity or stablecoins minted on all their supported networks. Now, with respect to USDC, they have, let's see, about 300 and so million minted on the Tron network. So here we are on TronScan, their official blockchain explorer. We're looking at USDC, and the total supply is listed at right at around 302 million. In terms of holders impacted by this, right? Because again, retail users have to figure out a way to off ramp, whether that's sending their USDC to some sort of centralized exchange and then swapping that out for USD or into another crypto asset, right? Regardless, there's going to be over 387,000 wallets impacted. So within the span of the next year, if anybody hasn't been paying attention, they will basically be losing their USDC if they're not a Circle Mint partner. Again, the official minting has already stopped as of the release of this announcement. USDC will still be supported, but only until February 25th of 2025. Taking a look at very similar stats here for Tether or USDT, again, we have $51 billion here, and then we have over 38 million token holders. What's really interesting about this is I did release a video not too long ago stating that I had some concerns with just the Tron network, which has an unusually large TVL and unusually high trading volumes for the amount of dApps that they have on their network. I do think that some of that activity could be bot based. Again, do with that as you will. I'm just a single person sharing my personal opinion. But when I released my prior USDC videos, there were a lot of people supporting USDC on Tron, stating that they offered some of the lowest rates in terms of fees and the fact that they also had a lot of liquidity. So it looks like regardless of that, Circle still feels strongly enough that they want to go ahead and pull out of one of their biggest supported chains. So again, what could this mean here for Cardano? Is this a risk that we're willing or that we should be taking in the community? When it comes to Mehen, they are still ready and locked and loaded to release on March 16th of 2024, which is just about a month away. And while they have had regulatory hurdles, we are expecting them to launch, I believe, in about 19 states. In my sit down with Matthew Plomin, their founder and president, he mentioned that they're expecting around $50 million worth of stablecoins being launched. And of course, this is at its inception. So that doesn't mean that that's the end all be all, but it is a great number to start with, even though it is significantly lower than what we would expect with something like USDC and Circle if they were to integrate natively here on Cardano. Again, the fact that they're able to set in, deploy, and pull out whenever they want without any sort of heads up or official justification is a pretty big concern for myself personally. But let me know what you think down below. I wanted to take a minute to highlight the fact that this is a pretty big announcement. And again, it's just breaking news. So let me know what you think down below. But that'll do it here for today's update surrounding USDC pulling out of the Tron network. That said, if you found today's video to be helpful, I would really appreciate you if you could smash that thumbs up. If it's your first time stopping by Dapp Central and you want more content like this, highlighting everything going on in the crypto space, consider subscribing. And last but not least, if you have any questions for me surrounding anything I've talked about as a part of today's video, then please make sure to go ahead and leave a comment down below. That said, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.